Argentina, and I bring to you lots of beautiful dishes, lots of beautiful healthy. And this is a wonderful diabetic, for those that are diabetic. Peppers are the most wonderful things that you can have because they're high in antioxidants and they're wonderful for you. And today is all about making the salsa pepper, eh? So we have rosso. I don't know how to say yellow in Italian. Oh, mamma mia, mi ha scordato. Oh, mamma mia, mi ha scordato means, oh, mamma mia, I've forgotten. Because remember, I only spent 2 years in Italy, my first 2 years of birth. And then we went to Argentina, but my father and my mother always spoke Italian. And now that I don't have my mama and my papa to help me remember, I try to remember. So rosso, I think the rosso is pink. I don't know how to say it, but don't worry. We have so much to do. Okay, so what I'm going to do is instead of a lot of people put rice in their stuffed peppers, but I want to go even healthier for you, especially if you're a type 2 diabetic or type 1 diabetic. Check with your doctor. I am not a doctor, eh? I am no doctor. I just like to eat the healthy food, okay? And what I want to introduce you, and I talk about this, guys, is a ferro. Ferro. Let me tell you about the ferro, okay? Ferro is an ancient, wonderful grain, and it is a healthy grain. It's chewy, it's flavorful, it's wonderful. And let's see what it says here. It has very little sugar. Actually, it has, let me look for where is the sugar. Look at that, total sugar 0. See, total sugar 0, to where the pastas, it changes into, the sugar. Hello, Mary. Hi, beautiful Mary. All you beautiful people that are watching. So what I did is to cut on time. I already cooked the farro, and you just cook it until it's almost, it's chewy and not 100% cooked, because, they're going to be cooking in this beautiful beautiful peppers that I'm going to be showing you. So what are we going to need here? We're going to need the garlic. How much? I'm not sure yet. Me, I have to look at everything. We are going to need the sale. And remember, this is aglio. Aglio, garlic. Everybody say aglio, garlic. Okay, aglio, garlic, salt, sale. Okay, granulated garlic, black pepper, spezie. We gotta have the spezie, a little bit of spicy. You know me. I am a spicy Italian woman. Oh, wow. I'm telling you, I don't know how I come up with all these things that I just say, And then we're going to have some oregano. So I am going to put them on the side, because we're not going to need them right now, okay? I'm just going to put them on the side. And then you know how I am with the onions. Me and the onions, we don't get along. We used to date, but we don't date anymore. I got married. Okay, so I do have here a chopped onion. I had some red onions that I used before, and then I added some more to make a one onion, okay? I got the, depending on your family, I got the beautiful 4 peppers, because in that way, I don't have to cook tomorrow. And today is Friday, makes it even better. Remember what I talked to you about the fadale. And then I am going to do this with pollo, chicken, and then the mozzarella. They're in the refrigerator, but I don't need them right now. But I am going to go get my meat as soon as I show you what I am going to do. Okay, now fresh herbs. You're going to need a beautiful basil, a beautiful parsley, and I like to use, the oregano, fresh oregano, because I have the fresh oregano, okay? You don't have to, but the way that my mother made, she never used this dry stuff, okay? She never used the dry stuff, because she always used fresh, okay? So that's why I like to implement both, because, when you come to America, it's a lot easier, you have everything. And remember, a lot of countries don't have a lot of these things, guys, that we have. And we take that for granted, I think. I know, at least I did. Anyway, so now, and then you're gonna need some tomatoes, okay? When I got all my beautiful tomatoes, I made all my beautiful things, and then what I do is whenever I need it, I take it out, and then what I don't use goes right either back into the freezer or back into, I usually freeze it, but not in this container, okay? But this one I just took out. because I had it in the refrigerator, I had to use it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is put the tafadale. We have a wonderful, wonderful meal today. Okay, let me take my glasses off because I want to show you my gray. You see how beautiful I'm becoming. I am becoming an Italian, a more Italian woman now. I am Italian, but you know, I am becoming a matured, whatever that is. I don't know what that is. Okay. So get yourself a bowl, because you are going to need a bowl, because what we are going to use is we're going to use the peppers. And let me tell you something about peppers. Peppers are very high on antioxidants, very high on antioxidants. And garlic, it's very high on antibiotics. Not antibiotics, I'm sorry. I can't think, it's too early in the morning, and I had the 1 cup of coffee, and I am having my smoothie. Let me tell you what's in my beautiful smoothie, in the beautiful healthy smoothie. We have a 1 apple, a 1 banana. Okay, you follow me so far? Very easy. One banana, we have a 1 apple, and then I have almonds in here, and then I have tons of kale, because if you have diabetes, kale is the best thing for you to have. You know, I'm very sorry that all this information was not there when my father was alive, but now it is. So let's use that information. I am going to give myself a little paring knife, because what I want to do, I don't want to destroy my pepper, okay? I want to go over here like so. Okay, like so. You see, like so. And then you twist. Okay? And this is what you get. You get yourself a little bowl like that. You have the membranes. We don't need the membranes. Okay, be very careful. Oh yes, I have slaughtered some of these wonderful peppers. The first time I made it, I slaughtered it. My mama, she could cut a pepper like there was no tomorrow. I tell you. And then remember, if you start it like this, you're going to start it right here, okay? Because you don't want to really destroy the pepper too much. And you get to practice your carving, your carving things. And don't throw these guys away, because we are going to use everything about this pepper, okay? Nothing is going to go to waste. So, you know, it's just very easy transaction, okay? So I gotta do my peppers first, because I need my peppers, okay? And you're gonna wanna go like this. Because we're going to be utilizing the top of the stove. Get yourself a pan, get yourself some olive oil, because we are going to need that. Okay, and some of these peppers, and red peppers are very, very good for you. Okay, make sure you take all the membranes out. Okay, this little pepper, I don't know if I'm liking this pepper, I might have to use the 3 peppers, because when I opened this pepper, it did not look too good, So what I'm going to do, he is not going to make the party. But don't worry about it. Okay, don't worry about it, because he's got yucky stuff. And sometimes when you buy your pepper, even though the pepper is nice and hard, and you open the pepper, you find this stuff, you know. And I don't feel comfortable using this beautiful red pepper, but I will check this out later. So I'm going to put this on the side, because he is not going to make it. Okay, so no, but don't worry, aspetta, because I got the little ones. And I do have some red ones, because I do want to use the red, because red is, it's a very good pepper to use. So now, when you have the, you know, the peppers that we did use, the yellow, oh, wait a minute, we haven't done the yellow one. I'm like, well, wait a minute, where did the yellow go? Aspetta, Elena, you're going too fast. You know, I remember when my mama made this. And you gotta understand something. You know, to make a pepper, you know, it was something very special. And you gotta understand why. And let me explain to you why. Because, you know, to have a stuffed pepper is something that you would do it on a birthday or something special. Because to use an entire pepper, you know, for someone that lives off their garden, it's like a waste. So, you know, 1 pepper, you will cut it in 4, and it will make 4 meals. And now you have 1 pepper, and it's only making 1 meal. You see where I'm going with this? Okay. So, you know, it was very, very special when you got a stuffed pepper, okay? So now what I want to do is I want to just kind of crack, go around the pepper and crack, okay, crack. no seeds. Okay, you see how I'm doing it, guys? So then that way you don't have to go through all the stress, you know. Okay, and I don't want a lot of the membrane, so just kind of cut the white stuff off, you know, like the white stuff right here. Very easy, very easy. So, you know, we didn't really have a lot of stuffed peppers growing up because it was a luxury thing. How interesting that a pepper would be a luxury thing. You would never think that, you know, because, you know, we just go to the store and we get the pepper. But when you are farming and when you are having, you know, your own food, you have to really look on how you are going to utilize in your ingredients, because, you know, it's not that easy. And so it was a really big treat to have. So these guys, I'm gonna save them, okay? Because wait till I show you what I'm going to do. And when you get, you know, the little chiquitito one, I'm really bummed that I can't use that red pepper, because it would have been such a colorful dish. But, you know, life happens, you know. And what happens is, when life happens, we try to adjust to it. And I know that sometimes it's very hard to adjust to it. And trust me, I had to adjust myself when I came to this country, okay? And I have put up with a lot of stuff. I put up with a lot of guinea wop wop names, and, you know, people putting gum in my hair when I would go to high school, you know, because, you know, I was different. And you know, and I did not want to be different. I wanted to be like everybody else. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to take another red pepper. So I'm just going to use two little guys. Two little guys. So, you know, I know it's a lot to navigate right now. It's a lot to navigate right now. It's a lot to take in, but we're still healthy and we're still alive. So we have a lot to be thankful. I gotta turn on the lights. It looks a little dark over here. Aspetta un poquito. There we go. Can you see me better now? Okay, so what we want to do is we are going to be sauteing this, and I am not going to cook it all the way, okay? Because that's going to be part of our stuffing. And wait till I show you the stuffing. It's going to be healthy. It will not, you know, it's not going to spike your sugar. And like I said, you know, I love eating peppers, especially the red ones. I love to eat them raw. Oh my God. They're so sweet. They're so wonderful. And the organic ones, oh, I know I talk a lot about organic, and you know why I talk a lot about organic? Because it has no pesticides, okay? And pesticides is what makes us sick. But, you know, I understand they have to use this pesticides, but there's other ways of doing things, guys. And I don't want to say too much, because then Facebook is going to take me out. And then I won't be able to bring you these wonderful cooking shows. Okay, so I am going to be utilizing, and let me tell you something. To use color in your food is a wonderful thing, because, you know, it's good to have color. All right. So I am going to chop. You know, we're trying to go fast here. You know, I can only go so fast, and safety is first. I know it looks like I'm going to cut my fingers off, but trust me, I have already done that. I have a few years of experience. You know, and people, and somebody texted me yesterday, and they said, there is so much chopping, Elena. Why can't I use my chopper? And you know what? You're more than welcome to use your chopper. To me, if I use my chopper, it just, I don't know, it just kills everything. I mean, I don't know what, I'm not used to doing that. I mean, I am old-fashioned that way. But, you know, I am very, I don't know, I'm not going to say nothing, because I don't want to get myself in trouble. Okay, so because of those wonderful peppers, and because right now we really, this garlic is not doing so good over here. So, you know, there are some, like I said, you know, there's a lot of bumps on the road, and we're having some bumps on the road with our vegetables. Remember, you have your little thing over here. So far, how much garlic? Well, you know, garlic is a natural antibiotic. But don't use it as antibiotic, okay? Because I am not a doctor. I don't want doctors to call me and say, hey, what are you telling people? You know, you're telling them to eat garlic. Well, you know, I always talk about how when I was a little girl, all we did is eat garlic. And, you know, and kids would tell my mom. I'll never forget when my mom told me that somebody came and told her that I smelled. But they didn't, that it didn't smell too good. And, you know, even though, you know, we did not have an indoor bathroom, you know, we bathed every day, okay? So imagine in the winter time, it was cold, trust me. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, I'm gonna use 5. Why not, right? It's for our health. Because, you know, it's good for us. Okay, so now what I'm going to do here is I am just going to chop. Okay, make sure that you don't get any more of these greeny things. Let me get my hands to wipe. Because, you know, garlic likes to stick to you. Because it's good for you. So we're just gonna do chop. You know, not, you know, it doesn't have to be fine. It doesn't have to be, you know, because, you know, the pepper police is not here today. We did not invite them. So I'm just, you see what I'm doing, guys? Very simple transaction. Don't stress yourself out. Remember, I talked about no stress, okay? All right, we haven't done nothing yet with the wonderful tomatoes yet. I haven't done anything with the onions, but I am going to take my onions over here because you know me and onions how it is, right? All right, so now I'm going to go in the refrigerator to bring up my chicken. Aspect. Make sure that you guys get a cooling tray. Oh, there's not one in there. I knew I was forgetting something this morning. Okay, make sure you get one of these because if everything cools off, I'm going to show you what to do on the other things. So what I'm going to do is I am going to start my, on medium, I am going to start my oil, about 2 tablespoons, guys. 2 tablespoons of olive oil, okay? And what I am using here is I am using chicken sausage with kale. And what I did is I got the sausages, I removed the skins, and I'm using chicken sausage with kale, which is even better. I know there's a lady that watches this and she does not care for the kale. Okay, so now I'm going to bring some of the black pepper with me, the spezies, the oregano, the granulated garlic on this side, because we're going to be needing those. The sale. Okay, and now I am going to bring it all of this over here. Let me move the decks out of here so I can show you what are we going to do with this. Very simple transaction. Okay, guys, let's go for a ride. Okay, we are going for a ride. Good morning. I see you even closer. Okay, so now, can you guys see the pan? Let me turn the light on. Can you guys see the pan? Okay, I think you can see the pan. So now remember what I told you. Where's the sale? Did I bring my sale? Hello, where's my sale? Okay, I know the sale is here somewhere. Ah. It was hiding, eh? It doesn't want to come out and play today. All right, so I'm just going to put a little pinch. You know how I am with salt. And salt, you know, for those that have high blood pressure, when you cut down on salt, your blood pressure should be a lot better. And also, this is really good food to have if you have high blood pressure, okay? So I just want to make sure. And what I'm going to do, because this is chicken, I do not want my chicken to be completely cooked. And because it's drier, I am going to show you, so because you don't want stuffed peppers to be super dry and they're going to be delicious. So I am just going to leave it over here. I don't like to put it with the heat stuff because I want to keep it as cold as possible. And I believe now, all right, let's have somebody take a dive in there. Oh yeah. Okay, so the first thing is going to go the onions. Oh, the onions. I don't want to cry. I cry every day. I cry, especially, you know, with all the stuff that's going on in the world. Mamma mia. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Okay, and just riminiati. So you can riminiati like this, okay? Makes it very easy. Okay, so now use your spatula so you can get the rest of the guys in there. Hopefully nobody's gonna, you know, take a dive. And then what we want to do is we want to soften all of this yumminess. Okay? Oh yeah, baby. Woo-hoo! Oh yeah. And the good thing is we don't have to clean the board. You know, we don't have to clean the board. Alright, so let me take the chicken and move it over here. Bring my board back to the other side. Okay guys, riminiati. Remember what I said, riminiati. Mixy, mixy, mixy. Oh, it smells wonderful in here already. And we haven't done anything yet. Okay, but what I want to do to this is I want to put some spezzi in there. You know, just a little shaky shaky. I like it, my spice. And it's also very good for your blood sugar too, eh? Some black pepper. How much black pepper? You know, it depends on how much you want, okay? Because remember, this is going to season everything. So I want to use enough, okay? So now let me, hey, come back here. Where did you go? Okay, I haven't done the oregano. No, I'm going to put a little bit in my hand like so. Okay, maybe, all right, you know, for you that want me to, okay, a teaspoon, one regular teaspoon, okay? And we're just going to go like this. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, now, okay, here's my sale. So now what I want to do is I'm going to just use a little bit of sale. Because, you know, I'm going to use another little pinch. Because we have the meat. You know, we got to do something with the meat, right? And we don't want everything to be super, super cooked. And it's okay if it's, you know, it looks like this, okay? So what we want to do is we want to soften these guys. You know, soft-itchy, soft-itchy, soft-itchy. Nice and soft-itchy. Okay? Because it'll continue to cook, and it's going to be cooked at 350 for 1 hour. Yes. What I would do is the first 20 minutes I would have it covered, and then I would take the cover off, and then I would leave the rest, and then I will tell you how you know when your peppers are done. Okay, so now this, I am going to move these because I may want some more. You know, why not, right? So we may want some more. We're not sure yet, okay? We are not sure yet. All right. So now I am going to add, okay, the chicken in there. See the chicken with the kale? Because remember, kale is one of the best things for diabetics. So what I want to do is I want to kind of, you know, choppy like so. You see what I'm doing? Like so, like so. Okay, I don't want to lose my topping here, trying to show you everything. All right, I think I can bring you see what I'm doing, guys? All right, we're just going to implement these guys. I don't want to cook my chicken all the way. I just want to, you know, incorporate everything. Incorporate everything, okay? See what I'm doing? We are incorporating. I tell you what, you guys will never look at a stuffed pepper again in a different way. You know, this was not available when my father was alive. This cooking was not available. I wish I would have known what I know now about health and nutrition. You know, that I could have been able to help my dad and help my mom. You know, she was so overwhelmed because, you know, all of her life she was taught to cook a certain way. And now, you know, with a diabetes thing, it's being shown to do it a different way. So you see how, you know, it's not completely cooked. All right, I don't want this to be completely cooked, guys, okay? Just break it down like so. Break it down. Let me move the salad out of the way. Okay, get your sheet over here and take your sheet like so. Okay, the pan goes in the sink. Okay, you see what I'm doing, guys? I don't want to bring it over here. I want to show you. Okay? And then what we are going to do is we are going to cool this. And trust me, my house is a 70, I don't know what it is, but it's a 70 somebody, because if not, I will be stressing. Not stressing, I will be hot. Okay, make sure that it's all like that. So I'm just gonna put this aside like so. Okay, because I'm gonna let this cool off. And I'm gonna bring you back. And we are going to take another ride, woo, and bring you right over here. Thank you so much for going for a ride with me. All right, so now we have this bowl. This bowl we don't need anymore because, you know, it's done. One little red pepper did not make it into the pot, so I'm gonna put it right over there because that'll be fine. Okay, now we're gonna be utilizing two different cheeses, okay? I am going to go get my pecorino romano out of the refrigerator, and I'm also gonna go get my mozzarella. I'll be right back. Easy transaction, easy, easy, easy peasy. Okay. What I do, guys, is when I get my grated pecorino romano, and thank God that before everything shut down, I have gone to Mazzaro, for those that are in Florida, in St. Petersburg, and I have bought a lot of the packages and I freeze them. So then I put them in a jar, you know, me and the jars, yes, I know. So I put them in a jar so it's easy for me to use. So we're gonna be using some pecorino romano, sheep's milk, wonderful. I have some beautiful mozzarella that I have grated with my hands. So now, how do we know how much, because I'm not gonna use rice. Because rice spikes, white rice spikes blood sugar. And I don't want to use that. And this is all about eating very, very super healthy, even though I eat very healthy, but also for those people that have diabetes. Okay, so let me take a drinky. Oh, let's breathe. Cheers, everybody. See, guys, I take you from smoothies to yummies for your health. Okay, so now I have a nice thing here. You know, it's not to quite be able, I cannot, well, I can touch it. See how quickly it really quickly it cools off. So make sure that everybody makes it to the to here. And if you happen to have more than your peppers, I was planning on 4 peppers. My husband and I are gonna have to share the other pepper, but it's okay because, you know, I can always make other things with it. Okay, so now I got my pan. And you know, guys, you assemble this, and all you got to do is maybe, if you know, my mom would only serve this by itself, and that's all we would have, okay? Because, you know, that's how it was. Okay, that's how it was. Okay, so now we have this beautiful mixture. See? You follow me so far, no? Oh, look how beautiful. Look what we made, guys. See how beautiful that is. Okay, so now how much of my wonderful farro? I have a half a cup here. Let me go with a half a cup. A half a cup, like so. Because I want to see, I can add, but I cannot take away. So when we start small, then we can add more as we need it. Okay, so now, I love pecorino romano cheese. I grew up with that. I love it. I love it. I love it so much that I am going to use probably about a 1/3 cup. I know, but aspetta, there's more, eh? Okay, so now, because, you know, we gotta keep up with the garlic and everything else, why not? High antioxidant, you know, it is so good for you, garlic. So I'm using 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon, guys. Okay, 1 teaspoon. Some more black pepper. Hey, it's flavor upon flavor. We want this to be very flavorful. trust me, it's gonna be very, very flavorful. Okay, now I got my tomatoes. My goodness gracious, that was very, very tight. But I'm a strong Italian woman. You know, I exercise like this. 1, 2, 3, in and out, and up and down, and here's my exercise. In it. Oof, that was a big workout. Okay, so now we have the cheese, so we have all of this, all right? Look how beautiful that looks. You see that? Oh, look how beautiful that looks. Oh, mamma mia. We haven't done the mozzarella yet. Okay, I don't want to do the mozzarella yet. Because what I want to do is I'm going to take a tablespoon and I just want to add maybe 2 tablespoons of the tomato sauce. Because, you know, we wanted to have it juicy. And I did not cook all the way my farro, okay? And the thing is with farro, I am going to utilize this later because I can make all kinds of wonderful salads with this. So trust me, this never goes away. And yesterday when we did the chia, guys, not the chia, the quinoa, I can tell you that I made a salad for that, a lunch. Okay, so you're kind of looking at this like this. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to take, I'm going to be using some fresh oregano. I like a lot of herbs. My mom always used a lot of herbs. Oh my gosh. Look at my basil, guys. All organic basil that I grew. Okay, how much basil? Well, it depends on how much you want. Probably, let me see how many leaves. Let me count the leaves for you because, you know, I have a big one, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, okay, so we have that there, and then we have the parsley. How much parsley? I'm gonna use the stems too, because this is my beauty, look at my beautiful parsley. Look how beautiful it is. I told my husband that if he asked me to marry him again, after 23 years, I would not have a flower bouquet. I would just have all vegetables. What was I thinking when I married him 23 years ago by having flowers, right? But I wasn't where I am now. You know, we change, we evolve, we change and we evolve. We have to have fresh, guys. We have to have fresh because fresh is good for us, okay? Fresh is so good for us. And, you know, and it also gives us all these nutrients. And, you know, and green leafy vegetables are the best ones to have. And are the ones that a lot of us don't like. You know, I used to get my daughter to eat broccoli. You know how I used to do it? I used to tell her that they were little tiny trees. But, you know, we don't want to kill the trees. So, you know, we, God created broccoli. Well, it's like the boogeyman, you know? I gotta tell you a story. I was thinking about this yesterday, about my grandma. You know, my mom would not allow us to spend the night in anybody's house. My mother and my father were so freaking strict. Like I said, I was never allowed to go to the prom. I wasn't even allowed to date. Here I am, 17 years old, and I cannot date. My father would say, go get yourself a husband. And I would say to my father, how can I get a husband if you don't allow me to date? And then, you know what he said? Well, then go join your country. And that's what I did. I went into the Air Force as soon as out of high school. I wasn't even finished with college because, you know why? Because I wanted to get out of my parents' house because I wasn't allowed to date. And all the girls were dating and all the girls were making themselves pretty. And oh my God, when my father first saw me with lipstick, he almost killed me. That belt came out so... I don't know how a man can go from the couch. They got the... I mean, he was on the couch. He took out the belt like this and I... What? Yes. Yes, my father... Woo! Okay, so now I am going to add some mozzarella. Okay? Let's just add some mozzarella in here. Because we want everybody to be happy together. There's no breadcrumbs that go in this. No, 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 no. So if you make it, you stuff of peppers with the breadcrumbs, I don't know what to tell you. Oh man, my grandmother, let me tell you about my grandmother. I had to spend the night at her house. My mom would only allow me to spend the night at my grandmother's house. And my grandmother, every time we would go to my grandmother's, and she would tell stories. I love my grandmother. She was an incredible storyteller. My Aunt Elisa, she sings and sings and sings and sings. But my grandmother, she just told stories. I'm going to use another half a cup because, I think it needs it. And then remember, this mixture, guys, okay? Obviously I have a lot of this. Guess what? I can make this into patties. I can do all kinds of things with this. I can make meatballs with this, all kinds of stuff. So don't throw any of this away, okay? Okay, so now we're going to bring it up. Let me move this away, over here. All right. Now we bring in the peppers. I was really hoping for my red pepper and it looks so beautiful too. Ooh, okay, I'll get over it. All right, so stuff the pepper, really, really, really good and pack it. Okay, because he can take a lot. And let me tell you, one of these peppers, see that? One of these peppers, they're so big that you could actually split this. So obviously my husband and I are going to be splitting something because I lost my favorite pepper. I was going to eat that pepper. That's my favorite pepper. Okay, so I put it in here, guys. And trust me, all of this has been clean. I have a baking dish. So when you get your peppers, put them in a baking dish the night before, so then that way everything makes it easy for you. So I'm not gonna put any oil in here. I have one pepper over here. Let's stuff the next pepper. Oh, mamma mia, they look so beautiful. And it smells so wonderful. We did not have the luxury, to have this very often. Because remember, one pepper can make a lot of meals. So this was really something that you would do for special occasions. So now I have my peppers full. And I have quite a bit of this, okay? But this, trust me, I'm not done with the peppers, but I'm gonna show you what you can do with this so I don't forget. So now with this, okay, so what you want to do is you want to put a little bit of the beautiful tomato sauce on top. So it doesn't dry out, okay, it doesn't dry out. And I do not want to keep putting my spoon in there because I don't want that to go bad because, we have to take care of that. So let me do this. Where is, here we go. I knew I had one. I came prepared. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, let me see, I used that, so I'm not going to use that. Let me take this out. Okay. So I can work out of this because I don't want it to go in there because then they can go bad. And my tomatoes are very, very important for me, especially, after I peeled them and did all of that stuff. And it's okay, guys, if it kind of goes down on the bottom, because what we want to do is we do want to add some of these tomatoes. Okay, like so. So then I'm going to take my jar and put that in there. Okay, so then that way they're going to cook nicey, okay? So you see what I did? I put them in, you see how I did the tomatoes? Okay, so now, look how beautiful they look. If it would have been the red pepper, it would have been more. So then what I want to do is I want to take some of this mozzarella and I just want to put it on the top, like so. Okay, so remember, we're going to cook this at 350 degrees for about 20 minutes covered, and then we are going to uncover it. And yes, the cheese will do its thing, and that's okay, okay? And then you know that you can always save your wonderful mozzarella for later. Okay, so now what I want to do is we want to bring the, enough to cover this. All right, and remember what I taught you guys. So you guys do not, because we don't want this to, to stick, is get yourself a brush with olive oil, and I always have it ready. And these brushes, they get washed regularly, but I'm always using my brushes, okay? So now you're going to cover them. See, look how beautiful. Look how beautiful they are. Aren't they beautiful? And then before you serve it, you know, you can put a little bit of basil in there, all the stuff that you put in there, you can kind of put it on there. So now we are going to cover this. All right, so now we're going to put this in the refrigerator. You're going to put it at 350 degrees. Make sure you take it out of your refrigerator so it comes at room temperature. When this is 350 degrees, put yourself 20 minutes covered, okay? Then you're going to take the cover off, and it's going to then let's see. So deduct 20 minutes from 1 hour, and because you don't want to cook it any more than that. And let me tell you how you can tell if your peppers are done. Here, let me redo this. You're going to take a fork, and when your fork goes in here easily to the sides, it will be, you know, this one is done to the side. See, when you pinch it and you can go in easily, it's done. But most of everything, you know, because we're using chicken, you know, in 1 hour should be done. Okay, so now I'm going to put that to the side. Let me bring this to you here. Let me go grab myself a plate, because I want to show you what you can do. Okay, so now with the leftovers, because we don't want to throw anything away, okay? So what I would do is I would add another 1/3 cup. So we have used 2/3 cups for the peppers, and now we're using 3 half cups. So 2 half cups for the peppers, 3 half cups for the rest of the mixture, okay? Because tomorrow we have a very busy day. So I'm going to take this in my hands like so. My hands are clean, and you're going to press it. Okay, press it. Okay, it's not coming together. Don't worry. You got to work. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put them like so. Okay, because you can reuse these. And these will stay in the refrigerator. And as they stay in the refrigerator, they will come together more. Because I do not want to use breadcrumbs. Now, you can use an egg into this, and it will be a lot easier for it to stay more, okay? So you know, like I said, I'm just going to keep going to do this. Okay, so what do you do with this? You know, just make sure that you press it really tight. You got to work with it. It might come apart, okay? But in the refrigerator, it'll come together even more, okay? So if you feel more comfortable, go ahead and add an egg. I did not add an egg to this, okay? But I could. So it makes quite a few little mounds, okay? And then when you have this, those peppers, you're probably going to have them tonight or tomorrow. And then, you know, you can utilize this. And let me tell you, you could use this to stuff zucchinis. You can use this to stuff tomatoes. So utilize this mixture for a lot of things. What I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to take my sauce, I'm going to cook it slowly, and then I am just going to add these little mounds, and I'm just going to cover it, and I'm just going to let it cook slowly, the whole thing. And if it falls apart, it falls apart. The fall apart police is not here today. Okay, guys, this was not part of what I was going to show you, but I didn't want you to think that you would have, you know, what to do with that mixture. So now, guys, we have come to our wonderful end of our beautiful stuffed peppers that we have made. All healthy, all organic, just for you. Remember, 350, cover for 20 minutes, uncover it, let it cook. The whole cooking time is going to be 1 hour, okay? I want to thank you so very much for joining me today in my beautiful cucina. I bring you lots of love. I bring you lots of wonderful, healthy eating. Have a wonderful week, and please be safe. There's still a lot of yucky stuff out there. Please use a mask. I know, we don't want to be masked, but do it for your health. Do it for your life. You deserve to be here, just like we all deserve to be here. I love you. Baci a tutti quanti. I love you. Enjoy this beautiful, beautiful stuffed Italian peppers. Okay, guys, well, I don't know. It's made by an Italian, me. Okay, ciao, ciao, belly, ciao.